This is recording 2 of the 2020 Level 2 Financial Statements paper. In this one, we're just going to do question 1. Question 2 and 3 will follow after this. So here's a question from the paper. Further results A, which you've already done here when answering all parts of the question. Firstly, complete the closing entry in the general journal for sales returns. So you can see sales returns. Let's figure out this 5,000 here. And what we're asked to do is to close it off. So a general journal just has a debit and a credit column, a debit and a credit. So I'll put the date as the 31st of March. And to close it, see how it's a debit balance. So to get rid of it, we're going to have to credit it. And we're going to close it to the income summary account, which is basically the income statement account. Put 5,000 into the income summary account. And remember to indent when you're doing the closing, the credit account. Put 5,000 debit goes into there, and that 5,000 here will close off that 5,000 there. And you may be asked for a narration. Normally narrations we put in brackets. Oops. Easy. Next part is the general ledger. So the general ledger, we're doing this for, we're doing this for the cost of goods sold and accountancy fees. So cost of goods sold, if we look over here, it has an opening balance. So because of that, we're going to type in 31st of March and balance. And the balance goes straight into the into the balance column. So we've got debit, credit and balance. And the figure we put in here is the one that's printed. And it's got a debit balance, so we write DR. Now you notice that that went up here because, remember rightly, we did some inventory revaluation. So we just write inventory. And cost of goods sold went up by 3,500, which will bring our closing to 367,500. Right, that was that net realisable value where we revalued our stock down. Now cost of goods sold, because it's an expense account, we have to close that off. Where do we close it off to? Good. And because it's 367,500 debit, how do I get rid of it? That's right, put it in the credit. Make sure you put 0 or nil at the end of it. So that's cost of goods sold. Next one is accountancy fees. So we see accountancy fees starts off with $7,000, 800 balance. So 31st of March is the end of the financial year, so that's why we use that date. And balance. Because it's a balance, it goes straight into the last column. And that figure, what figure are you going to write in there? That's right, it's a pre-printed one. That's a debit balance. Right, and we added some more to that accountancy fees. And that's because we had that invoice. And that invoice made accounts payable because they had GST with it. And that was just $3,000. Which brings us up to 10,800, still a debit. And we're going to close it off. Where do we close it off to? Full amount. And make sure you put a 0 in there. Nice and easy. You scroll down and see what else we've got to do. It's asking us to do an income statement, but it's an income statement extract, so that's not the whole income statement, showing other income and distribution and printing costs. So this part here is printed in the exam for you. You're not required to show revenue, admin expenses, finance cost, or calculate profit. So just OI and distribution and printing. So income, we're going to find that on the credit side. So our income, we're not after our main form of income, which is our printing income, but we're after other income. So looking through here, we've got sales is our other big one too. So we're trying to find here, are there other income other than our sales? So really that's our printing income. Sorry about that. So we're going to type printing income. And we've got 142,500. What's nice is we see that it's a crossed out figure here, a change figure, so that'll give us a merit grade if you like. Just check if there's any other income there. None of that. No loan. Printing income, no. So that's all you need to do. And because there's only one, we can bring that right across. Distribution and printing costs. Alright, these are expenses, so they're going to be on the debit side. So we're not after administrative costs like accountancy fees or bad debts or cost of goods sold. We're after anything that's about distributing, that's getting our printing to the customer or printing. So going through, no, easy to cross these off, office expenses. We've got our phone and internet. We're just after the distribution portion of it. Just be careful that you don't abbreviate when you're doing this, because it said in bold up here, do not use abbreviations. So we need 6,300. Printing equipment and assets, so not that one. Printing expenses, definitely we want that. Again, get that satisfaction because it's a changed figure. That means that you are going to get a merit or excellence grade as part of the calculation there. The sales returns, we've done that one. The wages in the question, remember it said it had about those people who were part-time wages that were distributing and printing. So we're certainly going to put that one in then. Wages 71,800. Again, get that satisfaction because it's changed here. That's merit or excellence. Warehouse expenses are part of the distribution. Just an achieve mark for that because it was pre-printed. Warehouse fittings, that's going to be an asset, probably plant equipment, not that one. Website expenses, one assumes that you're going to use the website for distribution. So I'll put that in. You've got prepayments as a current asset. Doubtful debts is administrative. Depreciation on warehouse fittings, we'll put that in. Can't spell today. Spelling's okay. It's abbreviations I don't want. Again, because you calculated that, that's a merit excellence grade. And the last one, depreciation on equipment. Just checking it, it's a printing equipment. And that's going to be 32,600. I can read my own writing. Good. So that's all you have to do, and then just add them all up. And that's 194,200. That's it. That's the end of question 1. We'll see you soon for question 2.